Good.
Fine, thank you.
My name's Nora. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What are your names?
Mario Silva.
Mm-hmm.
And Jaciara Silva.
Okay. So what brings you here today? What can I help you with?
We try to learn more to make our relationship better in the communication area that we face is struggle and trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife is planning and I will share something too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we need to work better on the area of the communication because when we see our communication very weak, we feel miserable, and this bring unhappy for the relationship for the couple.
Yeah. So I hear strong words, miserable and unhappiness because of communication. So I hear that it's a real strong problem that you have in your relationship. So what kinds of things have you done to address this? What kinds of things have you done as a solution to fix the problem?
One thing that is very important is if you put your trust in the Lord and follow God's word, that is the Bible, that help us to have the same values and same goals to the family. Because we believe that Jesus the Lord and He is in control, but we need to know one another because when you get married, you marry with somebody that you don't know. You have to spend all your life to understand. Sometimes for the men, it's hard to understand stuff that the ladies do because men is different. We are totally different and we have different goals and ideas. And when you explain each one goals that we have in a marriage, we try to develop our relationship more stronger, see our weakness, and we help one another.
Okay. So things that have helped you are your values and your background, having the same mindset
Yes.
and your goals. So what does the problem look like in the day-to-day? How does bad communication manifest itself in your relationship?
I think when the couple have bad communication, we don't want to be with each other. We don't have no desire to do something fun because
so it shuts down.
down, and also you feel scary for if they don't understand me, then if they come to fight again, we don't want to be with each other. I think this is the most important things coming, be scary to be all the time with the same, emotional, feel emotionally very deep and sad because all this is give very big struggle.
Yeah.
Then we still feel peace and be scared all the time. It's no good place to be.
Yeah. Okay, so if you were to go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow morning and all of your communication problems are gone and you're living this wonderful life where this miracle happened and now you don't have that problem anymore, what would that look like?
Oh, I think it will be a dream come true. The house will be a heaven.
Yeah.
Be in God's presence, it change everything. It's wonderful. It's possible.
So what would that look like in your interactions? How would you observe that the problem was fixed?
I think bringing more peace and more trust in one another, and we become more confident, and less stress and less tension, and place of rest in home, that we are together in the same desire and goals, and see the Lord changing.
I think this is the place all the couple want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Try to fix the communication, then everybody be happy.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, in the past, what were times when you really didn't have this problem? Like, when was a time where you understood each other clearly and it didn't escalate to provide tension and stress and, fear? But when did you have a time where you were able to communicate without causing that tension?
I think when we are more young, we have more tolerance. But when you get some kind of age, like your body change, your mind, and your emotionally and your hormones problem, you feel a lot of problems too with yourself and struggles emotionally. Then you feel you're not ready for kind of straight communication. Only think about you want to avoid, you want to run away because you already have your own personal problems.
Right.
And you don't have the answer for your personal problem because your body is so changed.
So, so you said something about age difference, and now you're having a new set of problems. But how do you think that you could have that tolerance again? Do you think that's just gone? Or do you think that there's a way to develop that or encourage that? And maybe it's not tolerance, but maybe it's something else that'll help you in communication. Not see it as conflict and anger and resentment, but just to avoid the anger and resentment and struggle in lack of communication. How do you have good communication?
I think maybe when you cannot resolve between husband and wife, maybe you need a third person. Or maybe you need some kind of medication for, because we need to find out what's the anger come from.
Okay.
Is because your body change, or is because you angry with your spouse? We need to see what it come from.
Yeah.
This will be a good start.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think also it's for some people the anxiety become depression, and depression brings a lot of confusion, and the people become sick, and it's a challenge that we face in this world that everybody's busy. We don't have time. We don't have quality time as a family. We are so hurry, and our body needs rest. And this is the reason that we need to take one day off to rest and have a vacation here. We try to do that as a family to avoid it, but it's a challenge that we face in this world that we live in.
okay. So what was that?
We need to know one another better,
Okay.
to trust better, and to
Try to address this problem.
try to address these problems.
That's good. Okay. So what I'm hearing is that was a lot of information, and that's good. We're really getting into this and diving deeper, and so I'm hearing that things that would be helpful is understanding the anger and where it comes from, and maybe looking into medication or having more conversations about this, maybe with someone else or someone different. And also seeing that there may be anxiety and depression that need to be addressed. And so that's huge. That's something that is very important to address because it has an effect on your relationship. And also you talked about vacations and rest and how important that is to help your relationship. And when you have more vacation and you have more rest, you're able to trust and develop a stronger relationship, right? That's basically what we are thinking. So that's great. We're really having a lot of good topics here. So on a scale of 1 to 10, after hearing about this problem, after thinking about some solutions and thinking about ways we can address it and things like that, how motivated are you to make this change?
I think I feel like 7, because right now I am on struggle with my menopause and the hormones, and for me right now is big thing, And I try very hard to be happy with myself and try to be serve and bless the ones on my side, like my husband. The thing that I think because we have the same value, the same principle, and the same agenda, this helps a lot,
Yes.
If you don't have this, I think you'll be in hell, because it's very hard to work together when you don't have the same value, the same agenda,
Absolutely. So that's great because you were able to identify all of the things that you're doing well, that you have a strong foundation for, and things that really hinder that relationship and hinder that motivation. That you don't have the emotional energy or the physical capacity to confront or talk or have a conversation about something. So, but on the opposite side, you have a huge and wonderful foundation of shared values and all of that. So, about for you?
Number 8, I love to make better communication. I'm very motivated to share and to try to bring some good ideas. It's we believe in divine appointment in God's time. There's something we have to be said in the right time. And I know the challenge that we face needs to be overcome because we have a lot of weakness and we have a lot of strengths, and we have to learn it and develop and use our potential to make our marriage better. But we are so thankful for your time and share with us.
Absolutely.
We are here to learn more.
So we talked about the strengths that you have to accomplish this goal. And so what are things that you can do to help you in this process?
Daily.
Yeah, like what actions that we can see that help you in this process of going about these goals and trying to accomplish these goals? What things can you do to help you?
I think we need to learn to talk in the right time.
Yeah.
And all observe if we are ready to talk about some kind of issue, because I need to learn. I can think, but I cannot talk all the time I want to, because maybe if I want to talk at the wrong time, this will bring more attention, more problem, no help at all.
So having that sensitivity to the timing and the moment and how it's going to be received. I think also having sensitivity on how you say things. I think that's important. because that changes the conversation completely on how you say things.
Be quickly to think before to say.
Yes.
This is we need. If we put this on practical way, I'm sorry for my English, but if we put this practice every day like this, the marriage will be on a high level of good communication, and it will be a dream place for any couple.
And what do you think on things that will help you, actions or
I think we
that?
needed to look for the best. What we learn, what it was our habits that you have in our background and family, that destroy our good communication, and try to every day be more motivated by speaking good words and try to be gentle, nice, and try to share God's love to our life. But I know to make a list of priorities good also. If our goal is for this week is this, and we for the month, for the year, make it we accomplish our goal to see communication get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every person that speaks in public, they training a lot to speak. Sometimes you have to speak 1 minute, and you have to say everything in 1 minute. You have to train a lot.
So the same way you would train in how you communicate, not in front of a bunch of people, but with your wife.
Yes.
You're training yourself. And so what I hear is that it would be really important to have that structure, to have these goals on a to-do list on this is when we're going to accomplish this, and this is when I'm going to be mindful about this, right?
Sometimes what I used to is I read a lot of books, right, for people that know about this communication issues, that you learn, and different views that you get more information.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
And a good idea too is to talk with another couples, to have some kind of meeting with couples, because maybe they already passed for this problem. Then he can share what he did to help. Then we learn a lot, because we think, I'm not the only one having this kind of problem.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we got through a lot. So just to recap, to summarize everything, the problem here is communication, and what it causes is I've heard tension, unhappiness, and fear, stress. And so the goal is to make that situation where the marriage and communication is a place of peace, a place where you can find rest and that type of thing. And so when the problem is solved, you will then develop more trust in each other. And so we talked about things that we can do to address that, and you talked about understanding where the anger comes from as one solution, and trying to understand that background. Also, maybe seeing if medication is a good idea. We talked about talking to a third party, but also to other couples. I think that's a good solution. And reading books and having these goals written down.
Yes.
So you're reminded every day to think before you say something and observe the timing and have sensitivity to your own emotions and the emotions of the other person. And so I think all of this that we went through is wonderful. We talked about your strengths as a couple, your shared values and beliefs, and how strong of a foundation you are. So you have and so all of these things are great to start off with, and so we can follow up next week and see how you're doing with all of that, and sit down and start working on those goals and go from there.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Pleasure.